Hello, this video will feature an Easter card which I've created using die cuts and a little bit of watercoloring. This is also using paper that I made, and I'll show you how to do that in another video. You can find the link down below. And the inside features a cute little chocolate bunny and a cute sentiment. This card goes together really quick, and I hope you try it. Let me go through the materials that I use. First, the papers I'm using is, let me pick that back up, a card base cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, a green matte cut 4 1/4 by 4, a yellow strip which is cut 1/2 inch by about 5 1/4, two squares, well, they're not squares, two rectangles cut at 2 3/4 by 2, and as I mentioned, a strip of the pattern paper that I show how to create. This pattern paper has chocolate bunnies and flowers and little Easter chicks on it. It's really cute, very easy to make your own pattern paper. Set that aside. The inks I'm using today is Versafine Onyx Black, Memento Bamboo Leaves, Cottage Ivy, and also Rich Cocoa. This stamp set that I'll be using is Basket Bunch by Stampin Up. It has a lot of Easter specific stamps in it. It's really cute and adorable, and it also comes with, if you buy the bundle, a die cut set of framelits called Basket Builder. There's quite a lot of die cuts in this set, and it's really easy to use. It's really easy to line this up. For this card, I'm going to be using the eggs and the bunny. I have shown how to make a card featuring this basket in another video. You can find that on my channel. Oh, I store my die cuts on this adhesive back magnetic paper, so that way the dies will be kept in place. I just take the paper, take the adhesive sheet and put it on cardstock, and the magnet will hold the die cuts in place. It's quite a lot on this, so mostly there's quite a lot of die cuts on this one. Okay, let's set that aside. I'm also using a generic dollar stamp sets that I got so I can have this Happy Easter. This will feature a lot of watercoloring, and it's only because these little eggs have all kind of colors. So I have a selection of watercolor pencils, which of course means I will need my aqua pen. Also, I will be using a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen to sparkle up the bunny and the eggs at the end. Alright, let me clear some of this stuff out and just jump right in and get started. I have taken the time to put all of my stamps I'm going to need on the blocks, and they're all ready to go. So I'm taking the two white pieces of paper and stamp the bunny and the eggs. I'm bringing in my Versafine. And there's the bunny. And the eggs will fit, but you have to stamp it diagonally. For the bunny, he's holding a basket, and I want that basket to be stamped directly onto the panel, but I want to make sure that I have his little basket in his hand, so I'm going to stamp it right very close to where his hand is. There. That will help me guide where I want to put it on the card. When I use the die cut, it's not going to die cut that. I'll just die cut a little bit right there. Now I'm going to start the coloring. The bunny, even though it's white, I'm going to watercolor it gray. So when you do watercoloring, you usually use several shades of the same color to give it the shadowing and the blending that you're going to need. But I'm just using the one color of gray. And I'm putting a darker shadow on the left side of the image, along his leg, and his left arm, and across his body. Also a little bit under the bow. Again, around the ear, both ears, and a little bit across the face. I'm going to speed this part up so the coloring will go faster. But you can use whatever colors you want to use, especially for the eggs. Okay, that's the watercoloring. I just need it to dry for a second, and then I'm going to do the die cutting. You just take the die cut and line it up with the stamp, and because it's so little for this rabbit and I don't want it to move, I'm going to put a post-it note over it to hold that in place. And the same thing for the eggs. Just make sure that you have the die cut going the right way. Now when I die cut the eggs, I'm going to get little itty bitty egg pieces, which will be a little bit problematic to keep track of, but I'm going to do my best. So I'm just going to take this over to the die cut machine and cut it out. Be right back. To make it easy on myself, I decided to leave the die cuts on my plate and just bring it in when I need it. So I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to stamp the inside of the card. I have already put the 2 sentiments on a block together, and I have the chocolate bunny all ready to go. The bunny I'm going to stamp in the rich cocoa since he will be brown. And he just tucks right here. Coming together. Now I'm taking the browns that I have set aside and I'm going to color the bunny. It's the same technique as for the outside, so I'll speed this part up too. You start with the light, then to the medium, and then the darker one. And that's the bunny. I'll just give this a second to dry. And I'll move on to the panel. These pieces are longer than I need. That will help you line up the edges. You line it up with the bottom edge and trim off the top edge as you need it. So I'm taking my ATG gun. First I need to figure out which way it's going up. So I want the bunnies to be going up. And line it even with the edge. Missed it. You know, I want most of the bunny on, so I'm going to line it with the top edge instead of the bottom edge. So I'll just turn that around. There. Now, the yellow strip. Just butt the two pieces of paper right up against each other, even with the top. And trim it off. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the grass, the sentiment, which is your extra special, and the Happy Easter. Now I want the basket to be in the bunny's hand, so I need to bring in the bunny at this point. And as you see, I'm holding him in place with a post-it note. He pops right out. So I want the bunny to be about here. So I'm going to stamp the basket around here. Don't want that on my card. There we go. Now for the grass, I'm going to bring in my 2 shades of green and my grass stamp. Ooh. Nope. Okay, the bunny, I'm going to give him a little foam tape, so I'll bring in my big wheel of foam tape, which is getting smaller and smaller. I'm going to have to reorder. So a little bit for the bunny. And this I'm going to pop up with foam tape also. I could get a piece of craft fun foam and just pop it all up at once, or I could use the 4 strips of fun foam. And you know, I think I'm going to get the fun foam. 1 second, be right back. Okay, I went to, I got this from the dollar store. It was 40 sheets, and it comes in all different colors. You can also get white if you're lucky. And I have a green, which is rather close to the card. Close enough, actually. So I'm going to use this green. Pull it out. And I'm just going to eyeball it. I could cut this on my paper trimmer, but I'm just going to eyeball it. Not the straightest cut, but there. Close enough. Now this has adhesive on one side, so you just pull back the paper backing. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen me do this quite often, so nothing new here. And just put it on there. Now bring in the card base and my bone folder, crease it. I'm going to bring in my ATG gun and just put it right on the fun foam. You see it goes right on, no problems. Put the Mr. Bunny in place. Just have to line his hand up with the basket. And there he is. Now the fun part, the eggs. I've lost one already. I'm going to take my Tombow and put a little bit here where I generally want the eggs to go. I found this to be easier than to fiddle around with anything else. That should be more than enough. So I have my tweezers. Pop the eggs out. And I'll pick them up one by one and put them in place. Whoops, that one is way off, but it's all right. And the final one goes there. This sets up very quickly. Okay, now I'm going to pull in that brown again and give this basket a little bit of color. I'm not going to bother with watercoloring the water on that. I'm just going to let that go like that. Now finally I'm bringing in my sparkle pen and give the bunny a little bit of sparkle. Well, now he's got a blue hand. And also the egg's a little sparkle. Some of this stuff up, and that is a finished card. It went together very fast, as I promised. You can recreate this card with whatever stamps that you had, whatever die cuts you had. It doesn't have to be an Easter card. This is a very simple design. I hope you will take a chance to watch the video showing how to make your own pattern paper, because that can bring a really personal touch to a card that you're making, because sometimes you can't find just the right pattern to match your card design, but if you make your own paper, you know it's going to match. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone watching my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get some subscribers going. I put out new content pretty frequently, and I hope these videos are helpful for you. Sorry. Thanks for watching and have a good day.